What's up, moto fans? This is a special one. As you know, the last time we got my RMZ 250 going, which that's great. I'm happy with it. I did make the ditch banger race, and it survived. It still runs, rides good. I felt real good. I had to, it was an early end for me. I had to quit. First time in my whole racing career I've ever quit a race, but just not riding a whole lot, being sick, I couldn't hang on to the bars anymore. And with 45-minute laps of nothing but beating yourself up, I called it a day. But I'm happy with it. The bike's in one piece, I'm in one piece. We did make the race, and so that was cool. But also, as you know, we tore the RM 250 two-stroke apart, and that's kind of scattered here, there, and everywhere. I got the cases stripped. I'm going to send those over to get them vapor blasted, because I'd like to do some Cerakote work on them and stuff. That bike, I was going to try to get it put together for, you know, like a woods bike, just, you know, go beat it up in the woods. Good old two-stroke deal. But the more I think about it, I think I'm going to take my time. Might put some cool trick parts on it when the budget allows, and so that bike I'm foreseeing to be kind of a long process. I'm hoping to get the frame done and all that stuff and start putting it back together soon. As you know, two-strokes seem to be a hit these days, I guess. They're definitely making a comeback. But, you know, I'd kind of like to take my time on it and build it sweet. This thing was given to me. It's got some sentimental value to it. This is a 73 Kawasaki KV100. Kind of like their Enduro dual sport whatever bike. She's a vintage beauty. It's all original, all matching numbers, the engine, the frame, all the stuff. It's all original. It's been pretty well taken care of for being a 73. It was my dad's cousin, he was an electrician. Me being in the trades, I worked with him quite a bit. You know, he did some electrical work for me. He did the electrical work in my house for me. So we were pretty close. He unfortunately passed away, so he's no longer with us. This was his bike, one of many. He was a bike guru. He was big into bikes and anything that was relative to racing, really. RC cars, you know, stock cars, dirt bikes, whatever. He loved it all. But this was the bike that he used to take to Mid-Ohio, vintage days, and after he passed, my father took it a year or two, maybe two, and this was his get-around bike while they were there. It does run, it functions perfectly fine. It's aged, you know, as you can see, like, the tank's got some dings and dents in it. Not terrible, but there is some beat up things about it. I'm assuming this probably happened in transport in a trailer or something. That's kind of what it looks like. But I mean, other than that, it's in really good shape. It just needs to be gone through and cleaned up and painted up. So we're probably going to paint the tank. I love the bikes that have this little oil reservoir here. Gonna probably clean that up and paint that. Just kind of tear it down, go through it. I don't think I'm gonna tear the motor apart or anything, because like I said, it does run, and the parts are, I found the parts are a little iffy, whether you can get them or not. So we'll see how far I go with it. But as far as like the cases and stuff, I would like to hopefully try to get those vapor blasted, cleaned up nice. Hopefully maybe throw a fresh coat of paint on the black part of the engine. But I mean, other than that, just tearing it apart and cleaning it up, it's in really good shape. I mean, it's got the original grips on it that are immaculate. You know, it's got everything that it's supposed to have, which I thought was really cool for being a 72. But, or 73, I'm sorry. My biggest thing, and I haven't done a whole lot of research on it yet, but my biggest thing is I don't know how to go about getting things re-chromed. The chrome really isn't in that bad a shape, but there is a lot of pitting and rust starting to appear on the chrome parts. But so if you guys have any tips or information on that, or maybe even something I can do at home, you know, that'd be cool. Leave a comment. Be much appreciated. Because yeah, I'd like to really bring this thing back to life. I'd like to get it cleaned up and looking like a showpiece again. I think my family would really appreciate that, and I would love to look at it. So yeah. So while we're kind of working on the 250 stuff, I think I am gonna tear this down and get to work on this, because I really don't need to order anything for this. It's just a matter of cleaning it up. I'm sure there's going to be some gaskets and seals here and there. I know like the pet cack needs to be rebuilt and stuff, so, and the forks. But yeah, brakes and transmission and everything all work good, so it should be a pretty easy easy resto. But I'd love to say it was good. It's going to be for sale, but I don't think it is. So it's kind of one of those family heirloom things. So yeah, this bike has seen a lot of Ohio days, which I think is cool. Again, if you watch my other video, I was talking about how I was hoping to make it there this year. I didn't, unfortunately, but next year. But yeah, I'd like to start getting more bikes like this around, and you know, that don't have so much sentimental value to me, and you know, clean them up, fix them up, and make them available to you guys. So yeah, you know, I hope you subscribe and hang out and watch this thing become shiny again. Thanks for watching, guys.